Good morning. We are exiting the ship. You can see the ship behind me. We are in Quimbo, Chile. Just going for a walk in town and seeing what we can find. So now that we're off the ship, wanted to get a little bit of a view of the ship. There's a big crane here in the way. That's okay. So it's a good sized ship. There's over 2,000 passengers on our ship this sailing. So we've spent the last couple hours walking around the city. We went through the mall, sat down and found internet to upload the last video. So that one should be processing now, and hopefully will show up in an hour or two. We're just now walking back to the ship, so we probably have close to a mile walk back to the ship, and we're walking down the hill that goes up to the mall. You can see Jennifer there trailing behind me, and I'll do some video up here when we get up to the ocean. We're going to walk along the ocean back to the ship. Here's our walk back to the ship. You can see the ship up here, and we just have to walk back along this road till we have a chance to cross, and then on our way back to the ship, and then we'll have lunch. On the way back, we walked through this open air market. Again, with scarves and alpaca items, just in case we didn't get our alpaca item at the last store. But as I say, there's always shopping. At least that's what Jennifer tells me. There's always time for shopping. Here's some more shops that are selling stuff. More up here. You can see there's our boat tied up right there. We're coming up to the port here. And the port of Quimbo. So this is the view of our the port here from our cruise ship. Actually, from our balcony in our cruise ship. We're getting the ship is getting ready to leave. All aboard is at 2:30, which is just about now. So people should be getting aboard.
That's 15 minutes.
Actually, 15 minutes ago. But then it will take a little while before the ship is ready to leave port. So in a little bit we'll be heading out.
We've got a good place to be able to see the runners.
Jennifer's joking about being able to see the runners. Those are the people who spend too much time in port and the ship's getting ready to leave. Well, we're pulling out of the port, heading to San Antonio, Chile, which is our last port. We will be there tomorrow morning, but we are heading out of port now. So I just wanted to share some of the sights on the way. This big ship right here. I'll walk around to the other side of the boat and show you some sights from over there. The boat is backing around. I'm just going to do a little bit of a tour on this side. This is actually off the front of the boat. See all the boats over here. And then I'm going to go down to the other side. This is the view from the other side. You can see how the buildings are moving back there. That's because the ship is actually turning right now. And we have a tugboat down here to help us just in case something would happen to our engines and they would need to stop the boat. But we don't anticipate that. And we're back around to the cross on the top of the hill. So that's a quite a panorama of the port here. And we are getting ready to head out, as I said, to our last port. So tomorrow morning we will be getting off the ship and catching a flight home. So we'll be home shortly. Actually, they'll probably post this after I get home or from the airport, because I'm not going to have Wi-Fi until I get to the airport tomorrow. In a little more than the time that it took me to walk from the front of the ship to the back of the ship, a little longer than that. The ship is actually turned 180 degrees. It does that by huge thrusters in the side of the ship. You can see all the sediment stirred up here from those huge thrusters that they're pushing the ship around, basically rotating on the axis of the ship. So it doesn't take any forward momentum to do that. They can do that while standing in one place and just using the side thrusters to thrust the ship around. And again, here's the view of the big city over there that we didn't make it to. We were over in the smaller city where the port was at. Didn't take a cab ride. It was about 20 minutes to get over there to this other city, and we just hung around the site where the ship was docked at. Now that we're out of port, we came around that end of those rocks that we saw in the other picture. Here's the cross from the other side. So the town we were at was right on the other side of that hill. You see all the houses that are on the hill underneath the cross there. And then we can walk out this way and look right up the coast, or down the coast, I guess, because we are heading south. So we are going to be heading south down that direction to our next port, which will be the final port where Jen and I get off the ship at San Antonio, Chile, and then we have to go to Santiago, Chile to catch our flight tomorrow night. Hey everyone, I gave you a ship's tour, but I didn't give you a tour of one of the rooms. This happens to be our room. We have a balcony room for this cruise. So rooms on cruise ships are small. They're not big hotel rooms, but they do have a bed, a nightstand on this side, nightstand on that side, a sitting area with a mirror.
Hello, people.
And then over here, underneath, there's a refrigerator, and there's also some shelving up here so you can store some stuff. Our room this time has a balcony, so we have a balcony out here with 2 chairs and a small table. So we could open the door and sit out there in the nice breeze, or we can just stay in here in the air conditioning, whichever way we choose. So you also have a television. The television is actually a smart TV, so you can make dining reservations. You can see what's going on around the ship. There's a view of off the bridge, camera off the bridge, so you can see where the ship is actually going. And then movies and televisions, very limited on live TV. Basically MSNBC, CNN, and Fox News. In here we have a closet where you can store your clothes. Right now, with the exception of my stuff tomorrow, everything's in suitcases ready to go. You also have the bathroom, and bathrooms are really small, as you can see. And there's the shower. So the shower is just a small stand-up shower, and then you have a sink and a mirror and a toilet. So we are heading to dinner, but just wanted to give you a view of what a cruise stateroom looks like. Hey everybody, we made it to San Antonio, Chile. It's been a busy morning. We were up at 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning, had breakfast, and then exited the ship. That big green building there is the terminal. The ship is actually right across from where I'm at. We exited the terminal, walked down out of the port, and then down this long road to the bus station. So we're now waiting for a bus. Our bus leaves in 2 hours, a little over 2 hours, that will take us to the town of Santiago. So we're in San Antonio. That will take us to San Antonio or Santiago. And in Santiago, we will catch a taxi or some other transportation to get to the airport. So that's the plan for today. Then we get to the airport. We wait. Our flight doesn't leave till 11 o'clock tonight. 11:30 tonight. It's now 8:45. So we have almost 12 hours before our flight leaves tonight to fly to Atlanta. We had a 10-hour flight to Atlanta, and then a 4-hour layover, which we have to clear customs and that. And then we get to the Cleveland, had an hour and 15-minute flight to Cleveland before we head home. So we got about 27 hours of travel before we make it home tomorrow, about 1:15 in the afternoon. Obviously, you'll be seeing this after that because I won't be able to post this until I get home and have some good internet, unless I happen to have some in the Cleveland airport or in the Atlanta airport while we have our layover. But that's the plan for today. We had a wonderful trip. I'm glad that you guys could join us on this trip. It was a fantastic time. Hey everybody, it's Christmas Eve, and sorry I didn't get the video put up until now. We've been awful busy since we got back on the 20th, 4 days ago. We were trying to get ready for Christmas. We actually had 14 here yesterday for the Westover family Christmas, which we did early this year before Christmas. And then last night we drove down to Streetsboro, Ohio, and had dinner with my aunt and uncle, who I think the last I saw him was maybe one time during the summer, but if not, it was last Christmas. So at least we got to have dinner with them and a couple of my cousins as well. Just wanted to do the wrap-up video. We had a great time while we were on the cruise. Going home, it took us until about we left the cruise ship at 7:30 a.m. on the 19th. Had to catch a bus to go to the airport, then caught a flight from there. It was a 9.5-hour flight from Chile to Atlanta. We had a 4-hour layover in Atlanta, an hour and 45-minute flight to Cleveland, then collect our luggage, and then get a ride, have somebody pick us up to take us home. So we left the cruise ship 7:30 a.m. on the 19th. We got home around 3 o'clock, between 2:30 and 3 o'clock on the 20th. So it was a very long time of travel. And then we got home and had unpacking and washing clothes and all those fun things, as well as trying to get ready to have a house full of people.